I mean, we always have confidence in our team, so, unfortunately, again, we put ourselves in a position, but, I think if we've shown anything to the NBA and to the fans, that we're a gritty team and we're just going to keep fighting to the last horn.
How would you describe these 2 ball games, these 2 wins in Boston?
Just you're playing the best, you understand that things may not go your way, but you just got to, stick together. I think we're seeing the continuity this team has and the belief we have in each other. And when when we needed to show it the most, and these last 2 games, we've done it.
What's going through your mind when you see Mikal get a steal to ice it for the 2nd night in a row?
I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does. We got the clutch player of the year in the NBA, and we possibly got one of the most clutchest defenders in the NBA as well. So it's only right that, for all the talk people have done about Mikal, it's when the lights were the brightest that he gets to show his worth.
You think you guys maybe need to just spot them 20 points at the beginning of every game?
No, don't start that. No. We got to obviously play better. I talked about before the game we had to execute at a higher level. We did our best. We didn't, obviously do as well as we wanted to, but, this team, man, it's just special. The guys in here, we stay connected even through the bad. And, we just find a way. So shout out to them, but playing a really, really good team, you got to, we can't keep spotting 20-point leads and expect to come out with a win.
Kat, what can you say about the defense tonight, especially in the 4th quarter, only allowing a high-powered Celtic team, only 17 points?
I mean, it's a testament to these guys, the resiliency of these guys and the belief that no matter how the game's going, we could find a way. So we've shown it in the Detroit series. We're doing it again here, but it's just these guys, man. This locker room is full of guys who believe in each other.
What does it mean going back to the Garden up 2-zip?
It means we up 2-zip. I mean, but it doesn't really mean anything. If anything has taught me experience from last year, we were up 2-0 the same way in both away games in Denver, and we came home and we left our home 2 games 2-2. So we can't take anything for granted. We got to find ourselves executing at a higher level. We can't keep doing these 20-point leads for Boston and hope to come back and win the game. We gotta play better. We gotta shoot better. We gotta execute better. We can't start having that kind of Knicks basketball being played down 20. We gotta start the game that way and finish the game that way. 48 minutes.
When they fouled Mitch there to get him out of the game, what are you guys thinking? Obviously, you got the 3-point play inside right after. Did that open something up for you there? What was your reaction to that?
I mean, they executing their game plan. They're doing what they feels best for them. And we just, shout out to us. We're just trying to find a way to win. Obviously, we were the ones on the ropes, not them. And Mitch was amazing tonight. He did everything we needed him to do to come out with a win. He's a big reason we're leaving here with a win. It's a whole team effort. It's about finding a way to win.
How would
trusting each other, and that's shout out to Mitch trusting us that it was the right decision to make.
I'm sorry. How would you define Knicks grit?
I mean, if you watch these games, we just never quit. We truly play to the last horn, and we leave it all on the court, and let the result be what it is. But at the end of the day, we all want to come in this locker room, look in the mirror, and know that we gave everything we had that night, and we let God, tell us what the game would look like at the end.
Just a hell of a job with Mitch and OG, guarding pick and roll, and Mitch running him off the line, playing good defense, and then OG even helping him out, and then just trying to react, and so OG make him take a tough step back and just try to help and try to win the game.
What was your role though in that last play? How special was that?
That was great, man. It's always great to get a win, especially through the whole night and battling back. Great feeling.
Is that like a Witherspoon thing again, or what was going on? I mean,
yeah. Nah, I think it's just playing basketball and reading and knowing how much time is left and have a player like Tatum shine in those moments and want to get to a spot. So just trying to help my team win.
What was your mindset in the 4th quarter? Because offensively, you started to take over.
Yeah, man, just everything to my teammates, man. They helped me up, throughout the whole me missing every shot, until that point. And it's really, truly them, them just holding me together and keep me mentally right and just telling me to keep going. And I think Coach also just trusted me, coming out the forefront to play for me and just putting that confidence in me. But, man, it's really my teammates and my coaches, man. They really, you know, they really helped me up.
Mikal, how would you describe the quality of this win tonight?
It's great, man. Just finding ways to win. You know, that's the biggest thing. I always try to just find a way to win, and obviously we'll start better. But that's the biggest thing. Is just always just trying to find a way.
Mikal, Jason Tatum is averaging 32 points at the Magic series, but at the Knicks series, he's averaging like 16. For being the primary and secondary defender, what did you do to make an MVP player like off like that?
Man, I'm not really me, man. It's a lot of my teammates, OG, you know, Kat, Mitch, everybody, Josh, everybody in the matchups that's up there, and just playing team defense and just trying to help each other out.
I think you guys would your mindset be different if you weren't hearing what you were hearing from your teammates?
I don't know, man. I want to say it's all my teammates. I feel like I'm pretty mentally strong, but it was wearing on me a little bit, just missing shots, and you know, it's really just missing shots is affecting us. You know, I'm trying to win a game, and me missing is not going to help us. So, you know, it hurt me that I'm, you know, making my team lose at that moment, and but man, it's really just shout out to them for real.
Mikal, you talk about your mental strength. I mean, you've been under a lot of pressure all year because you're the new guy, and people. I mean, and it seems like you just come up big with the, like Kat said, the light is the brightest. He's there. I mean, what is that about him?
Just how I was raised. You know, my mom was real strong, mentally tough. And growing up, my mom just made me like that, and you know, going through experience, going through college. You know, with Coach Wright in Villanova, you know, he preached mental toughness, and I think that really brought it out of me. You know, I had it growing up, but I think college made it even more and established that, and just it's just who I am.
Is every year a test? Like, was this year another test as far as going through? I mean, you know, you tested in college, you tested the first time you come in, you tested the first time you're in Nick. As far as mental toughness.
I feel like you just test it every year. You know, throughout the whole year, 82 games. You know, you're gonna have some slumps. You're gonna play bad. Just always sticking with it no matter what.
Mikal, what's the mindset as you go back to the Garden up 2-0?
Say that again.
What's the mindset of this team as you head back to the Garden up 2-0?
Just another game, man. Just go out there and play. It's just another game. You know, we just taking it one game at a time.
You think you guys need to spot them 20 points every game to start for you guys to play your best?
Man, I wish we just start off strong. Personally, make shots early. Besides, go through this whole mental, you know, situation. I can't imagine what you guys and the fans are going through watching that game. So, especially with us out there, you know how I feel, and knowing that you just got to start off stronger.
So, Deuce, what can you say about this team? Back-to-back games, big deficits, the resiliency that this team showed?
Man, first off, glory to God, but resilient, honestly. Just kept fighting, kept believing in each other, staying positive, talking to each other, you know, when things weren't going our way. And we just had to believe we could get it done.
Do you think you guys need to just spot 20 points from tip-off from now on?
No. We don't want to make it that hard, but hey, there's a lot of ups and downs, and we're just going to stay locked in and do whatever we can to keep getting the job done.
At what point this season did you know that this team was capable of, whenever there's a deficit that's ballooned and some teams would probably fold, that you guys would fight back?
I mean, I feel like it started in training camp, honestly. You know, it's a long year. A lot of people outside of our locker room are going to say whatever, and we're just going to stay locked into the one goal of bringing home a championship.
What did you love most about the defense tonight, especially in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I felt like early, you know, they were trying to be really forceful, trying to get to the paint and score, and I felt like we stepped up in the second half and really stopped that, and I feel like we can just continue to do that, keep them out the paint, and make them shoot contested shots and get down the floor and score.